Another big update with a bunch of features. So let's dive right on in. So when you've got it updated, you'll notice a couple of new buttons. We've got here Campaign Codex on the scene controls, and up here in the journal panel. They both open the same dialog, which is this table of contents. So you can get you can click through and see all of the Campaign Codex sheets within here nice and easily. And you can also create sheets from here depending on what tab you've got open. So this will create an entry, and then clicking over this will create a NPC sheet. And then you go through all the way to tags. Quickly here as well, you will notice on these, we've got these little eyes with slashes. If you click that, that will change the default ownership of the sheet to between observer and none. So if you want all of your players to be able to see a sheet as an observer, you can toggle this on and off. It's super quick. You also notice that Darren here has got a little scroll, and that means he's got a quest, which is one of the big new features. So we'll click on over to Darren, and you will notice we've got this quest tab, and these quests are available on all sheets as a little menu. And going over the buttons in the quest, you've got a little drop down to delete it, a little pin button. So we'll jump over to the quest board. You'll notice some of them have pins. If a quest is pinned, it overrides all of the ownership and will put the quest here. If the player's got permission to see the sheet, they'll get a little icon here that they can click through to see the sheet. Otherwise, the quest will be pinned. It'll just put the quest title in the description and any objectives that you've made visible in there. And then you can also toggle the visibility. So if a player's got observer rights of this sheet, but you don't want them to see the quest, you can toggle it as invisible. And then you can also mark it as completed. And then the text is editable by clicking on the little edit button. Creating quests is as simple as pressing the button at the top of the sheet. And objectives, again, just as simple as pressing the button and clicking on to edit the objective. And then you can toggle whether or not the objectives are visible or not, and they'll show up there. And then removing them is just simple as pressing the trash button. So that's the table of contents and the quest board. We can also, with the table of contents, you can drag and drop these items just as if they were journal entries. So you could drag it to the map to create a map note, or you can drag and drop it onto another sheet to create a link. So this works just the same as the journal panel does. You will also notice down here on the left-hand panel, there's been a little bit of a change. Quicklinks now, you can minimize and maximize it, so you don't have to see it if you don't want to. And we've got here tags, and they've had a bit of an update. So tags now show all of the available tags, and the ones which are assigned to this sheet are highlighted. You can press the trash button to remove that from the character sheet, or just click on it to assign it again. You can also press this plus button here to create a new tag sheet and link it to it. And then you can also hide all the tags that aren't assigned to the sheet by toggling that button. Jumping on over to our group sheets, which have had a little bit of a facelift as well. You'll see the tabs at the top have been minimized a little bit, a bit of a cleaner UI. Again, this gives you the same information, NPCs, you've got your inventories and your locations, and these will show you whether or not it's a region or a location. You've got our journals and then quests, and they'll be indicating where they're coming from, and then GM notes. So down the side, if we say jump onto Tribal Trail, and then Fendlin, you will notice down here Townmaster's Hall. we've got this little icon showing that there's a quest available, and then clicking through we can see that we've got these quests here as well. So again, this just shows the normal information that is part of those. And we will jump over to the next one down, which are regions, which have also had a little bit of a overhaul as well. So you can now nest regions within regions. So that is just, again, just as simple as dragging and dropping a region to a region or link it. You can do that by default 5 regions deep. You can go into the core settings to change that to a maximum of 10. That was kind of like a balance of performance and being able to customize as much as you want. So that's kind of the big update to regions. Obviously, you can link scenes and everything to them as well. Jumping down to, say, locations, for example. Again, there's not much update to the location sheet itself. You've got quests, and it's had the whole overhaul that everyone else has had. And then quickly down to entries as well. Again, quests, NPCs, everything's just pretty much the same. We've had a pretty much tidy up of the UI a little bit overall. And then down to associates and tags. So all generally tidy up of the UI over everything. There've been a few back-end updates, say for the inventory in the shop mode. This will bring in currencies for Shadowdark now as well, if you're running that game system. There is also when you have a regular journal entry and you want to switch it to a Campaign Codex sheet, all the flags will get set correctly now, so you can convert journals. We will also notice that we've got here a tag folder, so creating a tag from here will organize it for you if you've got that option turned on. And we've got a few new settings in the core settings. So we'll jump on over to Campaign Codex settings here. At the very top, you will notice here we've got configure colors. We'll jump into that in a second. But down here, we've got show only pinned quests in the table of contents. If that's on, then in here, only the pinned ones will show up. And here, show stats in the menu. That's these little numbers here. If that's off, it won't show it. And we've got override nesting depth. So like I said, you can take that up to 10. And then rounding final price to a whole number. That's just for the inventory and currency. And then again up here, configure colors. This is a work in progress. So there might be some visual jank if you choose some strange color combinations, but you can change your font. You can, the UI elements, for example, you can change those to be whatever you want, and it will update those elements there. You'll notice we've got this accent color. We can change that up to whatever. So, like I said, you can choose some strange color combinations. So, you can use the apply button to fiddle around until you get a combination that you like. Or you can click reset to defaults and it'll pull everything back. There are some styling stuff I could just make sure that it's not sitting on top of each other. So that will be a work in progress. That is generally the main sheet stuff and settings, but we've also had a big improvement to the importing and exporting. So if we jump over to import here, for example, I've already got some done. So here I do your normal thing of selecting your module or your compendium from the world and import absolutely everything. But you'll also notice here that we've got these ones, and these are packs. So it will only import the things that are in that pack. So if I go over to my shared world here, and I'll jump open here, you'll notice here we've got Dragon Delves pack, Random Encounters pack, and so if we selected that, it will import these journals, any linked scenes and actors that these sheets have, and bring them into the world. So it's great for just bringing a bunch of random encounters, and you will also notice when you do any linked scenes that you've got, if there are creatures on those scenes, it will link all those actors back in. If there are map notes, it will link all those map notes back in. So you can bring in ready-made random encounters or adventures or whatever you like from that. When you go to export, you'll have a few options. So you can export to the world just like you normally would, which is basically back up everything into a compendium associated with your world. And you can also export to a module. So with modules, you're just going to make sure that you have got these edit locks turned off. As you'll notice, see here, shared world is not coming up because they are locked. But then I've also got this module here, and they are unlocked. So that one's selectable, but this one isn't. So you just right click and toggle the edit lock for them. And so you need actors, items, journals, and scenes. But your export type here, you'll see you got the whole world, which again will export everything off into the modules. If you have journals in here, it will override everything. It will basically delete everything in the journals and export out. So it's destructive. You will get warnings about that if you select that. But you also have this pack option, which is you can put in a pack name, and then you could select a folder that you want to export. So you could just select one folder, for example, journals, and then you would put in whatever name you want. You can select it to export linked scenes and prune anything empty folders in here. And what that will do is it'll go to this folder. It will grab all the Campaign Codex sheets in that folder, everything that is linked to those sheets. So other sheets, journals, actors, scenes, and items. And then any actors and scenes that are linked to those scenes. And then it will package it all up into a folder in here, and it will give it the little pack suffix. So yeah, pack. So it knows when you go to import it that it's a pack. So it's pretty straightforward. That's pretty much it. There's been a bunch of backend stuff as well, but I hope you enjoy the update, and still got a big long list of stuff I want to do. I want to do some more improvements to the quest sheets, and I also want to fix up that theming so it's a little bit more robust. But jump onto Discord or my Patreon to kind of keep up with what's going on, or drop any suggestions. Thanks.